Now to the biggest story of the day, a fast-moving wildfire has sent eastern Tennessee into a state of emergency. More than 14,000 people, many of them tourists, have been told to leave as officials scramble to evacuate danger zones. More than 150 structures, including a hotel and many cabins, were among the destroyed as strong winds whipped up the flames near Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. WKYT's Sean Moody is live for us in Pigeon Forge with an update on the situation. It's our top story at 4.
Hey there, Amber. This is the LeConte Center. It's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, a little bit outside Gatlinburg. This is one of the main shelters where you talk about all those people who had to leave. This is one of those main shelters where people have been evacuated to. Now, in the distance behind me, you see some ridges with some haziness. That is the direction of Gatlinburg. In just the past few minutes, actually, we saw some darker smoke rising from that area. We're now back to seeing more of that hazy smoke. Now, at last check, 14,000 people have been evacuated from Gatlinburg. That includes both people who live here and people who are visiting. Most of the people had somewhere to go, but a lot of them had to go to shelters like this one here at LeConte Center. Tennessee Emergency Management said at the peak time there were about 1,300 people in shelters. At last check, they said there were about 1,100 people across 4 shelters here in the area. Now, not everywhere has been evacuated. There are some cabins nearby in Pigeon Forge, and we talked with a woman from Nicholasville who's staying there. She said she comes here every year, and this is really tough for her to see. They thought about leaving, but there was so much traffic trying to get out, they figured they would just stay put.
And it was so gridlocked out on the parkway that we would have just sat anyway. So as long as I felt like we were safe here, we felt like we were in a better position to stay put than we were to go sit down on the parkway.
Jody Roberts, that woman you were just hearing from, said that she plans to head home tomorrow. The Red Cross officials who have been operating these shelters say they'll stay open as long as necessary. Live in Sevier County, Tennessee, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. The fire remains on the edge of the Dollywood Amusement Park in Pigeon Forge. There has been some wind damage at the park, but not any fire damage. Some cabins at the Dollywood Resort have been destroyed. Dolly Parton issued a statement this afternoon saying she is heartbroken and praying for the families affected by the fire and the firefighters working to keep everyone safe. More team coverage from the
November 29th, 2016.
And for the very latest